Good morning, I think. It's taking forever to go live. 6 minutes now I've been trying to go live. Oh, I'm live! Wow, 6 minutes that took to go live this morning. I persisted. Wow. What's going on here? No, it looks like it's working. Oof. Good morning, everybody. I'm Carla Louise. Hi, welcome to Psychic Cafe at last. Good morning, everybody. Wow, a lot of comments already. Good morning, Timothy and Jan and Linda and Tasmam and Mary Ellen and Jan and Chris. Hello, you're home, Chris. Where have you been? Oh, okay. So let's get some cards out. So as usual, I'm going to pull cards out for the collective and do some channeling. Now we're finally on. And if you want a mini read, then you can check out that pinned comment. It says it's by donation, so just click the super chat or super sticker, or there's a PayPal link in that pinned comment, and any donation will do. And if you've got a question for your higher self, then put a capital Q at the start of your comment so that I can find it easily. So let's get some cards out for the collective. Really exciting energies in the energy update today. Golden moment again. The golden moment, exciting things happening. This is like the Ace of Pentacles kind of energy. The golden moment. I love it. Oh, let's read it out. Okay. The golden moment. Morning. What were you moving boxes of, Linda? Hi, Adrian. The golden moment 5. Empty a building. Emptying a building, yeah. Oh. Okay, I think I'm back. Technical glitches today. What the hell's going on? Anyway, the golden moment. Everything works out. You're finally getting what you want. Or is it a carrot? Let's see. Things seem to be converging together, though. In the energies, they are. What about real life? This show is going to be an hour and a half long. Well, less than that now, because I'm going train. Hi, Lisa. Thank you. What was I saying? Oh, I've got a story for you. So I was buying all these Kerastase stuff, and the hair care stuff, and wait until you smell it, Chris. Oh, your package, your almond stuff. Awesome, yeah. It's amazing, isn't it? It's so good. I'm smelling like that now. Yeah, so I was getting all the hair care stuff to choose what I wanted, because Kerastase has got so many different products for all different hair kinds. I've been watching a lot of review videos, how to use them and stuff like that. Anyway, there's this one reviewer and she's great, and she was talking about this brush. I haven't got one of those round brushes to blow dry my hair, right? And she was going on about this gold-plated one that she uses, and she's saying it's really good. And so I ordered one, because I don't have one. And then last night I was watching this video. It's not arrived yet, but I was watching this video, and it was it popped up on my YouTube feed as a recommended video, and it was someone saying how she blows dries her hair with this brush that I've ordered. And so I watched it for some blow drying tips, and because I've never used a brush like that before, and she was using a Dyson hairdryer. And I'm like, I always wanted a Dyson hairdryer. And then I realised, well, my brush is going to arrive soon, and she's using it, with a Dyson hairdryer, but with one of those nozzles on it, like the styling nozzles. My hairdryer doesn't have that. Mine's just like it's an ionizer one with cool shot and everything, but it doesn't, I don't have or I didn't bring it with me, the nozzle. The styling nozzle, I'm like, oh, I can't do that because my hairdryer is just an open-ended thing. And it's old and it's sticky. The finish on the hairdryer is kind of rubbery and it's gone sticky. You know when rubber degrades and things get sticky? It's gone like that. It's not good. Dust sticks to it, hair sticks to it. It looks like a mess, in fact. Now maybe it's time for me to upgrade my hairdryer before it breaks. And so I went on Lazada and I looked at the Dyson hairdryers. And the one that they have in the flagship store, the Dyson flagship store on Lazada, the hairdryer that they have on special is a gold-plated one. And it's cheaper than all the non-gold-plated ones. So I bought that last night. Hey January, hey Gabe. Thanks, Mary Helen. What did I miss? Hey Paula. What's going on with your Pisces? Is it a carrot? Oh no, like they never tell you whether it's a carrot, because if it's a carrot, then it's either we're waiting for them or it's to get us to believe that it is, because it's leading us to something else. No, or wait, unless they're really not good, and then it's not raising our vibration at all. Yeah, some people are fooling themselves like that, right? With my readings, going, oh, they are my person, even though they're sabotage and criticism. In my readings, I'm not talking about those people. I'm not talking about the narcissists. I'm not talking about the cheaters. I'm not talking about the people with shitty energy. I'm not talking about that. Some of you are still open to that and aren't noticing. You haven't empowered yourself yet enough to notice it and deal with it and know that you deserve better. Some of you aren't loving yourself enough yet to say hell no to all of these ones. So, Mary Ellen, it's neither. These cards are saying it's neither. It's a sabotage. Because you're not believing in yourself, see? So it's a lack of self-love going on here and a lack of empowerment too. They're not either. The trouble is, I was thinking about this morning. The trouble is, especially if you get attracted to narcissist types, which I can be, because they're confident, they appear confident. And at first, when you start to get to know them, of course, they're doing the love bombing thing. They seem ideal to me, narcissists, at first, because they're pretending to be. But then they show the signs. They show that the signs that they're not really compassionate and stuff like that. Now, I'm not saying that your Pisces is one of those, but they could be. Everyone shows, in fact, it was in the energy update today. Everyone shows a little bit of narcissism. We all do. Doesn't mean that you're a narcissistic personality disorder, right? But when your self-worth is really high, when your self-love is really high, when you notice it, you get the hell out of there because you know you deserve better, right? So at the moment, you're not believing in yourself, Mariana, is what that's saying. So neither a carrot, but someone with lessons for you. And you like chicken's hippy dippy new collar that she's got. She's got a wardrobe, that one. It's got a little cat wardrobe somewhere. A picture that I put up on social media of her and me kissing me. And what do you all think of the pick a card read that I put out last night? Pretty good, hey? Hi, Katie. I noticed that too. Katie and Gabe, that I mentioned past life. Hi, Arabella. Okay, more cards for the collective. No rain today. It's a happy day. Good. Might go into the ocean again. My God, it was too gorgeous not to get in it yesterday. No rain today. comfort, positive view of life, energy, shine. In this card, we see the sun banishing a crying cloud. There'll be no rain today. The sun gives warmth and comfort. Her rays grant life and strength. They chase away grief and loss. On dark days, turn your face toward the sun and let the shadows fall behind you. Slip on your dancing shoes, if only for a moment, and let the energy move through your body. Surround yourself with positive, happy people to foster an environment where you can shine. Hello, Tarara. Thank you for your donation. Love my bigger card reads. Thanks, Bonnie. This one was a particularly good one, I thought. I noticed when I was doing it, I'm like, yeah, this is a really good format, this you and them. Gives more clarity, right? Like, in the deeper dives, you get a lot more clarity and stuff, but when it's useful, isn't it, to focus on your part in it too. It's very useful. And I want them to be useful. I don't want them to just... Tororo, I've got a question. Should I stay or should I go? Da 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 da. Timothy, you're heart healing right now. Hey, Indira. Tempest. Should you stay or should you go? Let's find out. Go. The travel card. I don't know if it's talking about the travel that you're talking about, but it's go and get help to do that. Let's get more advice for you there. Oh, to much better, in fact. To much better. You're good enough to have much better than you've experienced before. So, let's see what Chicken's doing. So, yeah, move on. Move on. There's much better available. That expansion card is much better. It's not just a little bit better, it's much better when we get the expansion card. So, if anyone wants to join our Facebook group, you're welcome to do that. It's called Psychic Cafe, no muggles allowed. We keep in touch there the rest of the time when we're on here. Go, you should go, Tororo. Let's get a goddess out. Oh, what was my dream last night? Oh, it was a weird one. I got a glimpse of it then, but I couldn't catch it. Another glimpse of it. There was something going on, some kind of a show going on. But there was a battle between two performers. It was a street show. One performer had a certain slot, and then they both decided to take that same slot, and I was just on the sidelines again watching. But I was with my man. Chris, thank you. General for you. Hang on. Let's get the goddess out. Oh no, let's wait. We'll get a goddess out after. Chris! General for Chris. Something that's popped into your mind, Chris, just a little bit. A niggling feeling or something like that. There's something to address there. Grab onto that and delve into it, because it could be about a dream, this as well. There's something to forgive in yourself there. It's just a hint of something. This is your higher self saying you caught it a little bit, but then it passed out of your mind. Going well and wait. Waiting. Hi, Alana. So, going well and wait. It's so small, this one. You might have missed it, but it's important. So I guess your higher self will bring it back. But a feeling that you had, or a glimpse of something, or maybe a flash from the past or whatever, and it was just small though, and you didn't. Yeah. It could be about patience. When you were impatient for something, it could be about that. Yeah, waiting, I know, right? Chicken wants to go out. Hang on. And then Gabe is next. Thanks for your donation, Gabe. So, yeah. Gabe, high self message, please. You're welcome to our Gabe. Interesting. You've got challenging and own my own idea. Own my idea. From this is that you want to challenge. You want a challenge. Of course we do. We want a challenge. We don't want complicit. Especially when we're talking about relationships. We want someone that's challenging. We don't want someone that's boring. You might think we want someone boring, but we get bored of them very quick. Someone who's just complicit and all of that. You actually want someone that's challenging, but in the right ways, you know? One time Chicken did that and she started pulling. She got a claw stuck on the tablecloth and then she started pulling everything off the table. And I had to dash out there to stop. Because you can't see it, but there's a glass ashtray on there. There's a glass bottle like this with flowers in it. Anyway, challenging, own my idea. You do want someone that's challenging. We don't want, as much as we think we want peace and love, we don't. We want balance. We want someone we can love properly and someone that's going to love us properly. Wow. Feel it, feel it. And they're the one you're attracted to. They're the ones you're attracted to. They're the ones you feel. But then you get scared of it. You're like, no, I don't want challenges. I've had challenges before and it's hard. Yes, you do want challenging. You do. Missy keeps saying Auckland too. What's that got to do with the price of fish? Did I say something about two? Oh. Carla, you didn't do the first bit, the donation bit. You got the Q bit right, but not the donation bit right. And unless you did it by PayPal. You need to let me know if you did that. I haven't got any emails about PayPal. Let's bring it up just in case they're being slow again. I wish the technology would just work. It's easy when it just works. I don't have to mess around doing this. No, no donations there. Hey Shonda. Hey Julieta. Two fighting. Oh. Yeah, they weren't potential partners. I was with a partner in the dream, but they had nothing to do with their thing. You had a dream with your sister and a family. They're all asleep. My sister was driving, falling asleep. Got her to give up and let me drive. Interesting, taking the driver's seat. That's good. I was actually in a vehicle, a moving vehicle in real life, sitting 2 rows back, but I could see the driver in the mirror, in the dash mirror. He was falling asleep. So there's a Thai girl in front of me, and I told her, he's falling asleep. And then when she saw it herself, she was like, oh, he was fully falling asleep. Oh, look at these. Thanks, Arabella. Challenges. You want challenges. It's good in relationships. So that's the shadow work, Gabe. You're doing the shadow works for yourself. Realize that you want someone else that's doing the shadow work too, someone that's full and rounded and offers it all, not just the nice stuff. Wounded people want just love and light, right? We get past that and we become more balanced. And when you're wounded, you do need someone that's just love and light. You want that safe place. We don't want that when we're healed, though. Not at all. It's the wound mate. It's the difference between a wound mate. Hey, Jan. So we've got the Muses here and Erikura. What a great combination. The Muses and Erikura. So let's talk about them. Erikura, first of all. Erikura. I-E. She's blooming. It's your time to shine, and you're coming into your own with the assistance of the goddess of the underworld and prosperity, Arakura. You're being recognized for the beautiful soul you are. Get ready to blossom. Awesome. Last night, probably about an hour after I published the Pick a Card read, just after I'd bought my Dyson, which was the pretty expensive gold-plated hairdryer, the deeper dives, people were buying the deeper dives, like one after another, after another, after I'd send one out, another one would come in, I'd send it out, another one would come in. It was like that. It was like, wow, maybe I'm going to get the 100 this time. The muses, inspiration. She just reminded me of it then, because it was like, wow, yeah, things are flowing, things are flowing. The muses, inspiration. Start looking around for inspiration from unusual places. Great muses are planting sparks all around you. You just have to open your eyes to find them. We're being heavily guided at the moment. And that might seem like things are standing in our way. Erica and the muses. Very good energy. There'll be no rain today. The golden moment. I'm going to give time on outside. Here's the fruit fairy. Here's my fruit fairy. It brings me pork boy, brings me bananas. Okay, I forgot now. Arabella. Hat, please. I think you mean HS. Higher self. Interesting dream. You love your Dyson vacuum. I've had Dyson vacuums. I'm interested by those, the fans as well. It's all magic, isn't it? I'm interested with the hairdryer. I always wanted one. I love stuff like that, like Dyson products, Apple products, the ones that are just doing the best. They're magical. They're channeling, that's why. I want the best of the people that are channeling this amazing stuff through. It seems bizarre to me what those personality types. I don't know if it's a personality type or what it is, but there seem to be a lot of people go, oh no, not Apple, not this. It's like, are you kidding me? It's the best of the best. Maybe it's an abundance block. The hairdryer hasn't made, yeah, and she was saying when she was doing it, like it's faster to dry your hair than anything, than any other hairdryer. I'm like, oh, that's good. You know what else I got too? It showed up on Lazada after I'd bought it, like a magnetic, because it's magnetic. The things clip in magnetically. The accessories, and there was a stand, a magnetic stand too. It was like a curvy shape, so you can put all your accessories. I'm like, how am I having that? It's cheap ass as well. The stand, very cool. I love it. I'm just getting like the best of the best at the moment. It's like the universe is just saying yes to me because I'm saying yes to it. And then more and more things. It's like, that snowball effect that I was saying. When you're imagining something good, I'm doing the self-love thing, allowing the best in, and then suddenly I'm seeing the best of this and the best of that and the best of this, and I'm saying yes to it. I deserve that, and more is showing up, and the abundance to go with it. Anyway, back to Arabella. I'm heard, release guilt. This is about you and your higher self. I'm heard, release guilt. This is about you, your relationship with the universe and with your higher self, and whether it's listening to you. Is it listening? Oh, well, there's lots of signs there. That came up in the energy update today. There's so many signs. The carrots are signs, they are signs. It's like you are on track. We just think we can have it right now. That's the problem, isn't it? And so there's guilt involved in this. Am I good enough? Am I doing the wrong thing? Is the universe not hearing me because it's actually a vengeful, judgmental God? The universe, it isn't. It isn't. You just got to get past your resistance, and that can be awesome, Linda. I'm glad you deserve the almond stuff too. It's heaven, isn't it? That body wash. Oh my God, mine's going down fast. but I've got a lot of it anyway. It's the best. Oh, feels so good on your skin in the shower. What you resist persists from patience. So it's your resistance. That's why you're having to be patient. It's not that the universe isn't done something wrong, Arabella. That's the problem here, is that you're feeling guilty. You think you've done something wrong. You need to trust your connection more. Trust that the universe is actually on your side. It's not that vengeful. Not literally, it's never come up as that in any reading, so it can't be true. That vengeful, you know, the one that we read about in the Bible, that vengeful God that judges us. And it's not ever been like that. Sure, we'll get lessons and stuff like that, but that's benevolent. That's to help us. It's never vengeful. Even karma is not vengeful. Keep sniffing yourself. So good. You're not ready. There you go. Yeah, I'm excited about the hair dryer. Let's get a cat out for. I think I did everybody. Did I? Yes. And yeah, you're just gonna have to let me know if you do the PayPal thing, because I don't know if they're sending their emails out on time at the moment or what, because they weren't in the last couple of days. I use like pretty much a handful of that shower stuff. Well, I use a fair bit of it, but that does my whole body. Your sister navigates our power and control. Stand in that power and take the driver's seat. Yeah, there you go. Dream is attached to it too. Majesty. I bought a crown yesterday as well. Oh my god. I bought a crown yesterday. I put a picture of it on my private Facebook. But PayPal didn't put my payment through properly, so it's on hold, checking that it's okay. It's a gorgeous crown too. Not a crown, you know, whatever you call them. Majesty. Meet Majesty. She lives inside each one of us. She's the queen of the vulnerable heart, the yearning soul, the seeking mind. She helps us see our majesty, helps us to honor our gifts, hone our skills, and be true to our word. Let us not diminish ourselves with endless self-criticism and self-negation. Self-negation. Let us not diminish ourselves with endless self-criticism and self-negation. We must wear our crown of light and love with confidence and grace and generosity of spirit. We all have something to teach and share with our fellows. Cultivate kindness and respect toward yourselves so that your gifts may flourish and be shared freely with those around you. That's it, a tiara. Thanks. I'm stepping into my majesty, my sovereign power, for sure. Owning that, you know, for sure. The golden moment muses. No rain today. Sovereignty. Wow. Yeah, tiara. I couldn't resist it. It was a mermaid special, and it was on special offer too. It was kind of expensive when it was a Facebook ad thing. It was kind of expensive. I clicked on it, that particular one, because I'm like, wow, that's incredible. I clicked on it, and then it said it was for sale. It was like a third of the price. I'm like, well, hell yeah, I would have got it full price. Yeah, advent calendar. It's going to be so much fun opening that. They're all teeny tiny, though, aren't they? And the products in there. You get to try them all, though. That's good. What's the homework for today? Very interesting. It's about money. Oh. Homework. As always, I'm going to put this card up on social media, which is Be Healing Facebook page. I put it in the group, Psychic Cafe, no muggles allowed, which you're welcome to join. And on my Instagram, Claire Louise Hay. What do I believe about... Excuse me. What do I believe about money? Do my beliefs match my dream? So your dreams need money. Of course they do. It's energy. If you've got big dreams, you need big money. It's a part of it, but you might be telling yourself some stuff about money that keeps you out of that flow, that snowball flow. You might be on this roll in your mind of all these dreams and everything, but then not add money into it, and then you stop that snowball from rolling. You know what I mean? What do I believe about money? Do my beliefs match my dreams? How does your relationship with money affect your current situation? Probably heavily. Do you believe you're worthy? I do now. I didn't used to. Do you believe you're capable? My worthiness used. I was trying to put the cart before the horse before instead of the horse before the cart. You know, got to feel worthy first, and it's hard because you just respond to conditions. Well, if that person didn't love me, am I really lovable? If my parents didn't love me, am I really lovable? That kind of thing. Well, if I haven't manifested money before when I've tried to, do I really deserve it? And am I really worthy? And that has to change. You have to feel fully worthy as you are, with no external conditions around, to make it easy for you. Do you believe you're worthy? Do you believe you're capable? I didn't believe I was capable until I got to the point of healing myself so much and healing my anxiety so much that I could trust myself to show up like this every morning, because the alcohol was out of the picture then. The alcohol wasn't controlling me anymore. It's a healing process. Do you believe you're capable? Do you trust money? Yeah. Does money trust you? It does now. Didn't used to. Money is an energy. It ebbs and flows. You're worthy of it. And it's your responsibility to heal your relationship with money as part of your waking up to the whole of you and your purpose. That's true. Because it's energy. It's like love. It's like turning your back on love. It's the way that we receive, and it's so fundamental, right? As I think I said it yesterday, before our survival hinged on the community. So say if you were in a small tribe, your survival was based on your emotional stuff, whether you were accepted into that tribe and looked after in that tribe. Because we didn't use money then. It was about making sure that you weren't pissing people off, you didn't get thrown out, that you were doing the right thing. But then our tribes got bigger and we started trading. And so that security now comes from money, because we trade with money now instead of directly one-on-one. So it was about relationships before. It still is kind of about relationships. But now we've got this piece of paper in between. We can make it about that instead of about the relationship. And we need to make it about the relationship again. But we need to make our peace with this piece of paper that's in between. There's nothing wrong with money. In fact, it's great. And I'll tell you the story of what happened in Byron. So there's this group of people and they didn't like money, and they decided that they were going to have this scheme where it was like a trading, trading from person to person. So it's like a swapsy kind of scheme. And so all the hippies are getting along with that, going, "Oh, this is great, this is great. Who needs money when we can do this?" But then after some time, realize, like sometimes, if someone's carving a little penny whistle out of wood, or whatever the hippies do, and someone else is, doing, right, I don't know, readings that last an hour, there's a difference in value there, there's a difference in value. So what they started doing then was assigning different values to different things, so a different point system. Anyway, sure enough, after a while they realized they just reinvented money. And why only be able to trade with those people within that group? Why not trade with the whole world and just accept that money is the best way to do it? So I thought that was pretty cool. How the way that the universe just had them reinvent money to realize that money is really great. Money is an energy. It ebbs and flows. You're worthy of it, and it's your responsibility to heal your relationship with money as part of your waking up to the whole of you and your purpose. It's how we trade love. It really is. Today's soul action. Take a deep dive in your belief system around money. Are there any beliefs you need to upgrade to create the results you're wanting most in your life? Write out your money story. Your money story. Wow. Yes. Write out your money story. Is it time for a sacred shift? Money story. All those stories that we have about money. Like for me, see, I've done all of this work in Denise Duffield Thomas's Money Bootcamp, which I joined in 2012, and I'm still an active part of it. Some of the biggest things were when I was a kid, such as, and some were around money and some were around other things. But one of the money things was, I was really into BMXs when I was a kid, but my parents wouldn't buy me a BMX. So what I did, they bought me this foldable shopper kind of bike. So what I did was I was working doing a paper round and stuff like that. I would collect my money together and I'd go down to the bike shop and I started buying parts. So I was slowly converting my bike into a BMX. So I'd buy like the mag wheels and just whatever I could afford, I was buying it. Then a friend of mine, he got a BMX and he was getting a new bike because he had parents that bought him what he actually wanted. And he was getting this new bike, and I said, "Can I have your old bike? Can I buy your old bike?" And he said, "Yeah, for whatever." And so I started saving my money, and because I needed the frame, like that was the most important part of it. I wanted his old bike, right? And so I don't know how much I'd saved, and I gave him the money, and I got the bike. Oh no, I was paying him the money like in installments. That was it, to hold the bike. I don't know how old I was. Then one day, his parents showed up to my parents' door, and we got a roasting for it. Now, we weren't doing anything wrong. They'd found him with money, the money that I'd been given. We were trading. We'd done nothing wrong. Yeah, we were kids, but there was nothing wrong with that transaction that we were doing, but they made it wrong. And we got a roasting for it. And that messed me up with money. That did. And I had to revisit that. I had to look at that story again. It's like, wow, we did nothing wrong. He did nothing wrong. We got told off for it. Why? Because we were too young? It doesn't make sense, right? So, see you guys. It's very interesting when we look at our money story. Write out your money story. And if you start doing this work, you'll get more and more memories about it too. What will your next chapter be? Fill in the blank. I'm grateful to money because, well, it makes me feel secure. And I didn't have that for so long. I had a lot of money when I was in my 20s. I stupidly gave it all away. Just spent it. Drank most of it, in fact. In my 30s, I gave a lot of it away too. I thought, oh, it's all peace and love, and I don't need to own money. And I gave a lot of it away. Looking back, I was like, ah, shit. I went into wounded healer mode with a lot of people with money problems in that world. Just flat out thinking it is wrong. And I joined them in their vibration, even though they were telling me when I first joined the groups of those wounded healers, even though they were telling me they loved my perspective on money, I joined theirs instead, and it went into the gutter for me until I got myself to the place where I had no money, no savings anymore. When I first went to Australia, I could have bought a house outright with the money I had. Stupid me didn't do it. But I did get the lessons instead about money, and it's okay, because now I'm saving up. I'm going to build a house. Do my beliefs match my dreams? Big dreams require big money, big openings to receiving love, receiving help, receiving money. Let's move you over there. Interesting. Money work. And when it starts flowing, it starts flowing. Hang on, I'm just going to send this out. A deeper dive. Deep-doo. Have any of you done money work before? Like the inner money work, I mean? I've done so much of it. Like because as you've probably heard me tell the story before, but it was when I released my first book, when I published my first book, The Healing Path Within. I'm like, yeah, now I can help millions of people. The guys just laughed at me, said, not a chance. You weren't even let enough to pay your bills in. Never mind millions of dollars of royalties. Who are you kidding? Now you've got to work on your abundance. That was about the time. Because I published that first book in the end of 2011. Denise was already doing her money boot camp in person where she lived in Newcastle in Australia. And then she started doing it online. She was still doing a lot of work online, like she was a Facebook friend at the time. She was doing coaching sessions, which I had one time, and it was terrible. She's not a coach, but then she started doing webinars kind of thing online, and then she made it into be an online course. So I signed up right away. Been awesome. But yeah, have you done that money work? It's very interesting when you do it because we have all kinds of stories from all kinds of things. Like that bike one was a big one for me, but there was a lot of other things too, like emotional crap. Where like there was one time when I was a kid, like really young kid, and I wanted my comic. I always used to get that same comic, and I wanted that comic, and this brat, this kid came in who was like having a tantrum, wanted the same comic, and my parents told me to give it to this kid. Like, but I got here first, and I really wanted to, and just because I'm not having a tantrum, they get it, and I don't. That one messed me up. That one messed me and my money. You've never heard of money work until now? Seriously? Oh, wow, yeah. Because it's all connected with love. Like that comic one isn't about money, but it was. It was affecting me and my money story and worthiness. It's amazing when you get into the money work. All the crap that we have about it. Pick up along the way. It's an emotive subject, like food. People get emotive about it because it's tricky and it's about our survival, and it makes us feel terrible when we don't have it. Hey, Sandy. Let's get some tarot out for the day. What time are we on? I've got 40 minutes left. When it's time for training. What's this? Chunk of cards have flipped over. It's on my second coffee time. Money work is important, especially for your life purpose. But it also messes up relationships too. It causes power play in relationships if you've not done your money work. No accident, you're here, genuinely. I had to look at my money stories when starting my business. Yes, you have to do it, don't you? It's an area, though, I don't worry about too much. Oh, yeah, translate it to love. Some people try and avoid it, not translate it to love. They don't transmute it to love. They say, no, love is the only thing and money is wrong. Love is right and money is wrong. So you should do it for free. How many people are saying that? Oh, you've got a gift, you should be doing this for free. Hell no, because my house isn't free and my food isn't free. Why would I do this for free? Everyone's using their gifts, or should be using their gifts. The Eight of Swords is the first card out. You've not heard of money work? Wow. Oh, the Eight of Swords. I'm getting good vibes from this. It's like she's done with a battle. You know, because the Seven of Swords is that sneakiness and that deception. This is like sitting there in peace going, I'm not fighting for it anymore. I'm not going to be sneaky about it anymore. I'm just going to rest. It seems connected with the money stuff, this. Maybe just because I've been talking about it. I did myself a tarot reading yesterday because I did tarot readings. A few people ordered tarot readings yesterday and the day before. So I did tarot readings and I used these cards. And then when I'd done all the customers readings, I thought, I'll do myself one. My outcome in my my spread, Celtic Cross spread, was the Knight of Cups. That one that we keep on. This, the page open to it. It's stalking me. Let's see what the book says about this Eight of Swords though. It feels like giving it a rest, stopping the fight, stopping fighting it, and stopping being sneaky about it, trying to coerce the universe to give it to you and just relaxing and going, I'm worthy of it, give it to me, that kind of thing. The Eight of Swords suggests an inability to move forward, as your perception may be clouded. Yeah, it's kind of a resigning yourself to, I can't force this, I can't deceive it, I can't coerce it, I can't fight for it. I give up. Surrender and flow. Well, that was it today, wasn't it? The energy update, go with the flow. Flow with it. So the Eight of Swords suggests an inability to move forward as your perception may be clouded. How are you processing your energy, and thoughts? Fear-based thinking may limit your view of the world and keep you in a state of entrapment. If you feel helpless, affected by external circumstances or other people, know that you're alone and have the power to make a change. Know that you alone have the power to make the change. It's important to remember that you cannot control the thoughts or views of others, but you can control how you think and react. It's a choice to be disempowered or strong and limitless in your potential. So the meanings for this are additional meanings are helplessness, disempowerment, choice, and perspective. Yeah, the reverse, that's the energy I'm getting from this. A state of acceptance and responsibility for yourself, learning from past mistakes, traumas, and circumstances. The need to process emotional blockages and baggages in order to make positive changes. You understand the benefit of loving intentions in all areas of your life and how negative attachments to issues or others only exacerbates the challenges along the way. That's totally right about money, right? Totally right. You find it easy to trust the universe to look after you financially, but struggle so much believing the love. Yeah, it is like letting yourself out of prison of your own making. It's exactly that. And it's a surrender, isn't it? That's what she's doing here. She's surrendering. She's like, I've tried all kinds of things. Now I'm going to surrender. Interesting. Yeah. I'm going to make another coffee. I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves. I won't be long. Ouch. My legs are a bit stiff today. Too much kicking. But I'm going to training and anyway because I feel like it. I'm good when I get them moving again. I'll loosen up. I thought I was a little quiet today. I'm not that mesmerizing. It's for morning time. Bananas and honey is nice. know. I spoiled it. Okay, I'm back. I'm coming back. Money boot camp. Good question. Used to be called Lucky Bitch. I think if you look at luckybitch.com, you'll find it. Denise Duffield Thomas. Lucky Bitch Money Boot Camp? I don't know. I don't know what she calls it now. Yeah, because money, for me, it's when I just felt okay about it, whether I had it or not, and then committed to doing my work, really. This work, I mean, not, yeah, my inner work, I've always been committed to doing that, but this work, showing up, you know, focused on this instead of the money. Whereas before in business, when I had a problem with money, I was focused on the money, trying to make the money. Didn't work that way. Five of Cups. Got the Five of Cups here. It's not open all the time. Maybe it's not open now for intake. I think she opens it once a year. Five of Cups. Sadness, disappointment, guilt, mourning, loneliness. When the Five of Cups comes up in a reading, it means you're focusing on the negatives and not the positives. You're crying over spilled milk. I had this awareness this morning about the carrots and stuff. Like, really got to stop feeling like a victim to the carrots and things not happening, because it's not true. It's just not time yet. Crying over spilled milk, so to speak, and are not focused at all on how to clean it up. Oh. Any negative or sad feelings can be a sign of this card. A few examples include loneliness, heartbreak, heartache, loss, depression, stress, sorrow, disappointment, grief, instability, and separation. Disappointment and separation for me. Which one is it for you? Loneliness? Nah, not for me. Heartbreak? Nah. Heartache? Yeah, a little. Loss? Not so much. Depression? No. Stress? No. Sorrow? No. Disappointment? Yes. Grief? No. Instability? No. Separation? Yeah. Which ones have you got? So it's a sign that we're not looking right at it, because he's looking, or she is looking at that cup there's cups that are spilled over there. Two cups right behind him. Could turn around and be positive. Look at the sun coming out instead of the rain, you know. You could be feeling abandoned, so in return you're neglecting responsibilities and others. No matter how dark of a state you might be in right now, the Five of Cups is reminding you to not dwell on the three cups that spilled. Yeah. So, Five of Cups reversed. Letting go, moving on, acceptance, forgiveness, overcoming despair. When the Five of Cups comes up reversed in a reading, it can signify releasing regret. You're accepting losses and you're beginning to see opportunities ahead. This is what I'm feeling behind my personal relationship stuff. It's time to let it go now. It's almost like when I finally let it go, he'll be able to come in. And it's the regret and stuff like that, you know. It's the pain behind it. You're accepting losses and you're beginning to see opportunities ahead. You're open and receptive to them and not willing to let depressive thoughts get the best of you. Now is the time to help others get past their sorrows with the wisdom you've gained. You're ready to get back out into the world. For you right now, There may be a new perspective and you feel that sense of freedom that anything is possible. The Five of Cups reversed may also indicate that you're indecisive about a situation or feeling unable to handle loss right now in your life. Oh, fear of the unknown. Grief. I got heartache. But I'm shifting more and more to the positive now, because every time I think of the positive and remember me and my man together, it's just awesome. I mean, it's just like the best relationship I've ever experienced. Thanks, Deepta. PayPal is working. Oh, L'Occitane sent me an email. What do I want my eyes to say? I love you. Shop eye care. Not right now. I'm working. L'Occitane. Thanks, Deepta. What was the first card? Yeah, it's letting that go. It's letting that pain go, isn't it? Surrendering, and then we can actually get what it is that we want. I do feel like I'm getting that. I've got to give it up. I've got to give it up. The heartache, the pain. That's why I don't talk to people about it. I talk to you guys about it. I don't talk to people around here about it because they're all so negative about it. I'm not negative about it. He's done the right thing. He's got stuff to sort out. He's done the right thing. Friends of mine were like, "Why? You should control it. Get in here now." Why? I don't want someone that's not ready. That's crazy. So, but there's part of my mind that was saying all of that stuff too, you know? Keep going between acceptance, fear, and sadness. Yeah, that roller coaster. Deepta. Whoa, you're limitless. Go for it. Wow, great energies here, Deepta. Breaking through glass ceilings, going for it. Have much more for yourself. It's reminding me of this sovereign energy, this one. Meet Majesty. She lives inside of you, that Majesty. Owning your power and going for it. Breaking through those limitations. So it's like not listening to that small mind that says, oh, I should just go for a little bit more because I don't deserve a lot more. Stuff like that. Thanks. Oh, Helen. Thank you. Include your past, but don't be limited by it, Deepta. Like I said, sometimes we think, oh, well, I didn't manage to manifest very much before, so maybe I should just go for a little bit better. Meanwhile, our higher selves are going, no, you deserve a lot better. You need to take that leap in your mind. It's not a giant leap. It's just a giant leap in your mind, yeah, to what you deserve. I agree with my carrot insight. Yeah, felt it this morning. Yeah, so Deepta. Include your past, but don't be limited by it. Is your guidance there. Helen, thanks for your donation. Good to see your name pop up. Oh, it's just a donation. You're not on here, Helen. How bizarre. Or are you on here, Helen? It might just be a donation. People send donations sometimes. It doesn't happen very often, but sometimes. But it's never coincided with my when I'm on live before. Oh yeah, Stephanie. General, good to see you in here, Stephanie. I never remember which way around it is, because all your online stuff it comes up Helen, right? But then you're Stephanie, and I know that you're both. Oh wow, you got good times coming, Stephanie. You got good times coming. If you're expecting to hear from someone, you will, and it's going to be a good time. You're going to get an invitation to something, or it's just going to make you feel really good. an invitation to something that's a good time, or just someone getting in touch with you. It makes you feel really good, having a good time, a lightness of being, that kind of thing. You've got something manifesting on its way to you. Oh, about travel too. Involves you, not necessarily a massive distance. Can't really do that at the moment, can we? Most people. But yeah, be firmer in travel. Be clear on that. In other words, we can come up with so many excuses now as to why we can't go somewhere. It feels like you're going to get invited to something and it's a short distance away, but you might come up with excuses why not to, even though your heart will be singing, yes, this is a good time. Just go for it. Remember, no matter what's going on in the external world, outward appearances, the universal principles still apply. So when something feels good, like your higher self has got a way for you to do it. Same like me staying here once this COVID stuff broke out. It's like, oh, how am I going to do this now? I have short-term visas and stuff like this. Well, look at me still here on a long-term visa now. There's always a way. Yay, Stephanie. It's really good. Very good energy. So yeah, don't curtail it. Don't say no to it. Carrots. Oh, January, explain carrot. Carrots are like a carrot dangled in front of your face. It's when a reading or the signs from the universe, anything, tells you that something's about to happen, but it's not. It doesn't happen. And you're like, what the hell? So, for example, one of my carrots was a guy called Korat, funnily enough. And we've always had a mutual attraction, but more of a lust kind of thing. Known him for a few years now, but we worked together for a while. There's a bit of flirting. And then when we went into lockdown and stuff, in the COVID times, I thought, well, because there's nobody on the island. I thought, oh, I kind of got switched on to Korat again, and he messaged me saying, "You're going to come and train at this new gym," and I did. I wanted to train with him again because it was fun training with him. Not just the flirting and stuff, but he was a good trainer. And so I said, yeah. So I went and trained at the new gym. And we tried to get together, but we didn't. Whenever he invited me to something, I was busy. Whenever I didn't want to. Whenever I invited him to something, he was busy. We just couldn't get it together. And I wasn't like, but during that time, my readings were saying, yeah, he's my person and stuff like that. He's my person. Carrots. Carrot, the carrot. And then what happened was he said to me that he just wanted to be friends with me. And then one of his good friends arrived on the island. And he picked him up from the ferry and he brought him right to me. Still had his little sticker on from arriving on the island. And that's my man. So I'm so glad that we never got it together, because that would be awkward. So that's carrots. So sometimes it's like that. It's getting us in the right place at the right time. I needed to believe that he was my man to do all of that. But I had other signs too that I needed to be at that gym, that new gym. I was there. Then I started training with my new man. Fell in love with him. And my new man told Karak to get the hell away from me very soon after he'd arrived. He was like, she's not yours. So that's carrots. Sometimes we get carrots like that to raise our vibration. Sometimes it's to put us in a certain place, like mine was in that example. Sometimes carrots are to raise our vibration. So you might think that somebody if we're talking about relationships, the carrot might be you think someone is it just to say, so maybe you think someone's it and they're successful, and it's to raise your success vibe, so it's like, oh, but to be with that person, if they're my person, I need to be more successful, and then you pursue that kind of thing. Carrots can be for all kind of reasons. So that's why I say when I'm doing my readings, is this a carrot? Is this the real deal, or is this a carrot? Alana, does he think I care as just a friend or more? Does he think you care? Person with a mask on the chin. Taurus. I'm not used to Taurus. I used to feel like carrots made me question my intuition. Yeah, it does. It helps raise vibrations. And my guides know me. They know that they need to give. They need to tell me in readings to do something and make me believe it. Especially when it comes to men. Alana, you'll put the work in. I don't know. Because he's seen you as, say, being there, maybe as a friend and maybe not. I don't know. It's that fine line. So if someone is prepared to help me, do I really want to be in a romantic relationship with them, or do I want them to be my therapist instead? It's that kind of thing. Maybe you're willing to do a little bit too much for them and verging on codependency, trying to help them out instead of letting them sort it out themselves. This is why I like that my man and I are in separation at the moment. He's got stuff to sort out, and I don't want to help him with that. I'll support him. Yeah, absolutely support him. But he needs to do that by himself. So you care maybe a little bit too much. You're willing to do the work to get what you want. Watch out for that. Willing to put the work in to change that person to get what you want is what it boils down to, really. Maybe they're wise enough and have been through it enough times with women that when a woman is too willing to put the work in, it's codependency, and that's heavy energy. Interesting. So appreciate yourself, respect yourself, and you don't need to prove and you don't need to change people to be in a relationship with them. You pulled back a lot. I think that's good. Yeah. Appreciate yourself and respect yourself. So that's good. You've already got your guidance, Alana, to pull back. A little bit too willing to do too much within the relationship, to offer too much within the relationship. It's not a good sign, right? 15 minutes left. Hi, April. 15 minutes left. Tarot, we need more tarot out. We're going to have to go faster. Ace of Wands. Okay. Read it out of the book, Claire. Saying that my guides are nags lately. There's something about this book. It's really good. I keep on being told to read it out of this book, Claire. Okay. Ace of Wands. I get a lot of clarity from this book. Ideas and stuff. I love it. I love the Ace of Wands energy. A wonderful new beginning, full of inspiration and growth. It's like we're freeing ourselves, right? There's tarot, so that we can have this new beginning, like I said, when we let go of it completely. It's time to embrace any upcoming opportunities that come your way. Perhaps you're on the verge of trying something new or expanding your ideas. If there's anything you've been planning on pursuing, now is the time to take action. You have the skills and talents you need in order to manifest your creativity in all of its power. Even though this may be the initial stage of your adventure, know that you're headed into a life-changing period that is deeply rooted to your inner truth. As a result, you'll find the creative outlets you need, a time for action and self-expression. Creation, beginning, adventure, soul purpose, energy, vitality, birth, inheritance, new relationships. Ooh. Wow. Yeah, so that's going on from that. We've fought for it, it didn't work. We've tried to be deceptive for it, convince ourselves, law of attraction stuff, act as if, all of that bullshit. Keep on writing it down on your goals list. We've tried all of that, it didn't work. Now I'm just like, I'm just going to sit down and stop focusing on the cups that have spilled, and I'm going to turn around and see. It's a surrender, is what that is. Then the new beginning starts, but it's right at the start of it. Then the new beginning can start. It can actually start. Wow. The sun. Joy. Childlike joy. Feeling very optimistic. Just awesome stuff. The sun comes out. Awesome. Again, we could be talking about relationships here. We could be talking about money. We could be talking about both. They seem to be the trickiest areas in life, don't they? The things. Look who's shown up. Again. Every day. Not always from this deck, but every day he shows up. The Knight of Cups. I posted the description from the book in the group, the Facebook group. Go and read it again. In Psychic Cafe, No Muggles Allowed. It's the love offer. But it's someone who is like wearing the heart on their sleeve. It's someone who's fair dinkum. Heart open. What deck is the one in the background with a fox holding something on your right? That is the Foxfire. Kaczan Oracle. All of by Lucy Cavendish. All of the decks are in the description box for the videos that I use them in, with links and stuff. And when you click those links, I get a little bit of commission. And when the commission adds up, I do a giveaway with it, because it's Amazon commission. I could get it here, but I would have to pay ransom. Me too. The Knight of Cups came out in my reading too. So it could be about relationship. It could be about no flowery pensive ladies. Yeah, that's a nice deck. I like it. Foxfire. Oh, yeah, it could be about money. Because we've got the Three of Swords. No, the Five of Swords. Hard to see on this deck. Resentment and competition. Like I said, resentment, competition, fighting for it. We've been there, we've done that. Maybe in relationships too. Fighting for them. Doing too much. Prepared to do too much for them instead of waiting for the right one to come along. Or if the right one's come along and they're not done the work, waiting for them to do the work. We don't need to fight so much for them. For the money or for the person. Seven of Rings instead. Investment and diligence. Be diligent. Staying on our own lane. Investing. Knowing when to invest and when not to invest. This is about money and about relationships. It's all the same thing. Like I said, money, love, it's exactly the same thing. The way we do one is the way that we do another. No, it's not tarot. It's a oracle deck. Investment and diligence. Knowing when to invest and when not to invest. When to sit back. Let them make the next move. How many times did we get that months ago? That message. It's like a game of chess. You don't just keep on taking moves to keep on taking moves. You've got to wait for your opponent to make a move, whether that's the universe or someone else. You've got to sit back. Like, you don't just message them all the time, because that makes you a psycho. You wait for them to message them to message you back. And some people have got their minds on other stuff. Knight of Swords. Here. Chris gets the Knight of Swords. Or is it the Knight of Swords for you, Chris? Not the Knight of Cups. I get the Knight of Cups. Knight of Swords is the truth, the one that comes and tells the truth. Can be hard truth sometimes. Wind chimes, peace and harmony. Time of peace and harmony. A period of ill health and depression. We've not got to slip into that, right? We've got to focus. Choose peace and harmony instead. This is instructional today, this tarot. I mean, it always is, isn't it? But this is saying, wow. This is saying how we get ourselves to the place where we're ready for the money, where we're ready for the love. The love. Hearts and flowers. Pretty things. Yeah, we don't want to pressure them. You're right, Katie. They have to finish their work instead of coming forward in a panic. And if you're bugging them saying, do it, cajoling kind of thing, don't do that, because they'll run a mile. Anyone would. How can we do our inner work when someone's doing that to us, putting the pressure on us? There's a lot of, in relationships, a lot of people that do that horrible control stuff and pushing, and it's nasty. It's not love. It's not love at all. It's mistrust, and it feels like that, and it's ugh. It's yuck. Nasty energy. But you feel like you're helping them. When we're in codependency, we feel like we're helping them. I'm just helping them. No, you're not. You're hindering them. And sometimes it sucks to sit back, watch someone go through something, or just let them go through it. But I tell you what, it's just better. Just focus on our own stuff instead. Such a calm vibe if dogs fell asleep. No. Yeah, it yields opposite results, absolutely. People run a mile. Sunrise. New creative ideas, new venture, a fresh start. And when you do that too, when you do take a step back, it's great, because then they've got to rise up to it. You know what I mean? So when all of the crap first started going down with mine, I took that step back, and I knew I was doing the right thing because it felt better for me. And he needed that too. He needed that space to break free of what he was doing. But he also needed to see me doing the right thing for myself, and realizing that he needed to do the right thing by me too. And he needed to do the right thing by himself to do the right thing by me. It's just so powerful when you do that, when you take a step back. Whereas other people that were seeing what was going on were like, this is so bad. Someone needs to step in here, sort this out. And I'm like, no, he needs to do that. He needs to realize it and do that. And he did. So a lot of people were coming from that, force it, push it, control it. But no. The Knight of Cups is a carrot. That's cool. But it's just really powerful energy when you do that. So we've got the sunrise there. I better hurry up. 5 minutes left. What else? What else? Let's do romance. With money too. Remember, talking about money too. Can't do too much for it. Can't be too focused on it. Guys respond to energy, not words. And they are laid back, more laid back than women, for sure. I found trust. Yes, we need to trust. We need to trust them. We need to trust ourselves as well. Try to push, I think, is what Katie's talking about. Try to help them. Can't do that. We're there to support them when they come forward for help, like I did. But I'm so glad that he decided not to. You know, as disappointing as it was that he didn't show up when he was going to come and live with me, I knew it was a dodgy situation. He was in a financial rock bottom, nothing, literally nothing left. And he was going to come and live with me. Nah, that's not him. Hey, he's not him. He's a winner. He's a fighter. He's a winner. He's a world champion. That it's not his energy at all to do that. And so, as disappointing as it was, I was proud when he didn't, because I'm like, well, good on you. You sort yourself out and stuff. As much as I would have loved him to be here, I knew that that was a dodgy situation that we were getting ourselves into there. Tried to give him advice. Tried every form of manipulation out there. That's the toxic feminine, the manipulation thing. Yeah. It's as toxic as the toxic masculine. It sounds us running too. Okay, we've got 3 hearts out here. Oh, self-love, of course. Gotta love ourselves. This reminds me of that queen energy that we got out too. You realize the love of self is necessary to love another. Absolutely. And we've got to focus on that. Gratitude. For all the carrots, for all the lessons, I'm eternally grateful. Oh, I feel like I'm doing a speech. Maybe a wedding speech. For all the carrots, for all of the lessons, I'm truly grateful. You fully appreciate the invaluable lessons that life lovingly presents to you. Ownership. Oh, taking ownership of it. Our part in it. Like Katie's doing right now. You acknowledge your misdeeds and accomplishments alike. We all trip up. We've all done fucked up things. Sometimes we keep on doing them. We can learn to love them as all as lessons. It's so easy, and that's why we've got to know ourselves, right? And know how we slip up the easiest. That's why I go on about codependency so much, because I know I can slip into that quite easily. I won't, because I'm so aware of it now, but yeah. There we go. We like challenges. Yep, we like challenges. There we go. That's it for today. I've got to get out of here and go training. I've got to make the short video first. Tell everyone what we just learned about money. So do that money work. I'll post that card very shortly in the group, on my Facebook page and on Instagram. I'll make a short video and I'll post that, and then I'll go training. Thanks everyone for your support, your donations, your clicking likes and your subscribes and all of that, and your persistence to do the work. And showing up here as well, keeping me company. Let's do it all over again tomorrow. Why not? Yeah, we've got to stop doing that. And we've got to own that, right? That's that ownership. Arabella, that's that ownership. It's like, that's messed up. And it wasn't them, it was me. It was me willing to do that and doing it. So, see you, everybody. Have a great day. See you tomorrow.